Hi. The thing about today's generation is that the things that shouldn't actually be normalized are now normalized, like sleeping late at 3 a.m., being unproductive, procrastinator, and having low self esteem, as if they think that makes them cool if they do that. I'm in my self improvement era, so come with me as we improve together, as I've curated 3 things you can do to start your self improvement journey. Let's first get into the basic rest. So, this goes to you fixing your sleep schedule. Get enough sleep. Just imagine that your only rest for the day is sleep, and the fact that you might make yourself deprived with it can be just as unhealthy. Starting a productive day means having a good, sufficient sleep. And if we're being honest, self improvement requires for us to be healthy, considering how multifaceted being we are, which is why rest is a must. I don't want to specify the idea here though that you need to sleep by 9 p.m. and wake up at 4 a.m. or any specific time for you to sleep and wake up. I mean, clearly, all of us have different lives. Some work graveyard time, so they can only sleep by the time they're done working, or any in between. But still, sleeping early is much more preferable, at least for me, because by then I can wake up early and I can think that I have a lot of time by the rest of the day. So just make it as win-win as possible though. Rest. Have that sufficient 7 to 8 hours sleep for you to recharge for the day. So have a good sleep. You need that. Modern day dilemma, as for the reason why some people don't sleep early, is that they don't control the amount of screen time they use on their phones. That goes to our next part. Discipline yourself by the time you use your phone. As I've spent so many hours on my phone, scrolling to social medias, watching some TikToks, I have this one singular realization that I may have just literally wasted the time of my day, watching things that I know for sure won't benefit me in any way. Yes, social media is quite helpful in some point, but most of it, especially now, has been just so negative. And so remove yourself to that. Self improvement is also realizing that there are things you need to remove yourself from, especially if it's not helping you. Just imagine actually, and those time you spent there was put into things that you need to do. Either that might be your schoolworks, your to-do list. They'll consequently help you and can also make you happy because you can accomplish what needs to be done. Besides, there are so many cool things you can do with your time right now. Maybe reading, if that's your thing, writing essays, journaling, painting, drawing, making some cool stuffs, or even dating yourself. But just literally live a moment. This goes to the fact that there are people out there who use 80% of their 24-hour time of the day in social media, being just chronically ill online people. I'd say I was in that too. That was also a factor of my procrastination. But I learned now. To eradicate procrastination needs self-discipline. And in this world of media has been a contributing factor to why people have created this habit. And so discipline yourself with that by using it wisely. You have to realize that you have literally the control of your time in this present. And so you have to make use of it and not just take it for granted. This goes to the idea of self-sabotaging and one of the prime reasons as to why you're not improving, having low self-esteem. So, if you want to improve yourself, then have high self-esteem. There was this phase I had in the past where I constantly say to myself every day that I'm not good at this, I look so ugly, I'm so dumb, and all those negative things you could possibly think. I said that to myself and was also in the environment where it is thought that it's okay and was treated as normal. So it became normal. And as thinking about it now made me realize that it was bad and it was unhealthy. I think how we look ourselves is a reflection on how we do things in life. So doing that is literally why I'm agonizing every day in those times. Successful people has been evidently labeled to have high self-esteem. Clearly, now that I've realized it, we can create our own reality. And so we have to make it positively. Besides, how can we even radiate and give positivity to others if we aren't even to ourselves? So be kind to yourself. You're the one who truly knows you. And by being kind to yourself can already be a great way for you to start a new version of improving yourself. You have to remind yourself that you are in your own time zone. And so that goes to the idea that we shouldn't also compare ourselves to others. Don't let their greatness invalidate yourself. I suggest just think it as a way that it's just a proof that if they can, you can too. Because then again, success can be just as you. Who you are today is much more better than who you are yesterday. That's already a success. Or maybe even you forgot that the life you're living in right now is something that you once just wished in the past. And the fact that you're living and having it right now tells it. And also just imagine how your younger self would actually look at you right now and just be happy because you're having that life. Your younger self once just wished. How may small that could be, but you have to realize that. To live in this moment with a perspective that you are your own success. So be kind and love yourself. I'd bet you've been giving that to other people who are dear to you. Love. At least don't forget to give that to the most important person in your life. Yourself. To conclude this video, bad habits consequently deteriorates one's self-improvement. And so you don't need to wait for a new year to start wishing of a new version of yourself. You have your time now. Use it. Live it. And just don't take it for granted. This is now the end. I'm really trying my best to explain every bit of topic I put in this video, and so I really hope too that you understand it and learn. I really hope this video can help you even in the slightest way of it. These are just some point of view on how I see things life positively, and that's something you can do too. Bye. I hope you're okay there.